Last month, we went through the Quad A review with Adam, and one of the questions that came up after the meeting, Betsy Romson had asked what role the various community centers could play in terms of helping with after-hours care for the students. So we had hoped last week to be able to do a tour of the facility after the meeting, but our meetings tend to run late rather than end early, so we didn't have a chance to do it. So I figured I'd put that near the beginning of the plans. Perfect timing.
You made it.
So we'll start off with Annie giving us a review of what the Flint Street Community Center does and how it interacts with students in the area, and hopefully give us a little bit of an overview of what the various centers, because this one is beautifully located right next to School 19. Some of the other centers aren't quite as close, but you know, what can the city recreation centers or community centers do in terms of serving some of the same purpose as the Quad A program, I guess, is the question that we hope to get some feel for.
Okay, thank you for this opportunity. Here at Flint, well, I'm Annie Pride, I'm the director here. I'm the director for Flint Street, South Avenue, and also Field Street Rec Center.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Stay close by.
Okay, and here at Flint, we offer a variety of programs. We do Homework Academy with the youth as soon as they're out of school. They bring their homework. We have a tutor who comes on Monday. And on next Thursday, I'll be meeting with some of our students who volunteered to come down and help with tutoring. We have a program called Thrive, which is a federal government program that teaches, it's a top program, which goes to a whole avenue of getting the kids interested in community service projects. So if you ever have any projects coming up, we can offer our youth to help out with the projects. They plan projects. We're going to be doing some events with the senior citizens in the building on Plymouth Avenue. We have a meeting for that on next Wednesday. We also take the kids on field trips. We are going to be going to the nursing home out at Monroe County Hospital. We make gifts and cards for the seniors there, and we're going to be going like once a week to do games and activities. Here we have a citywide football team. As a matter of fact, they have a game at 7 o'clock over at Edgerton, and they're doing quite well. They haven't lost any games yet. Our younger boys are like 3-2. The other team is 5-0. We have citywide Flower City Soccer that will be starting at the end of November. We're taking recruits for that now, and their starting age is 8 to 15. There are 3 different teams. We have open gym, which is on Mondays and Thursdays. That's for the kids who are 13 to 17, and that's from 6 to 8. We have color guard there in the gym practicing now. You get the opportunity to see them. They compete in competitions starting in January. We have a girls coalition who goes to Nazareth once a month to meet, and they actually do community service projects and just neighborhood cleanups. We get them involved in a lot of the school's activities. They'll be helping with the Thanksgiving dinner. We do a Christmas dinner. And we try to have the kids plan all of the events and assist in the events. And we invite the parents out. On Friday evening, we're trying to get, in conjunction with the school, a family fun night, just to get more of our parents involved, because we get some parents but not enough parent involvement, so that's one of the pieces we're really trying to work on. And basically those are some of the well, we do Earth Explorers where the kids grew their own garden this year, and we took the food that we grew collard greens, we grew garlic, kale, cabbage, and the kids actually used it for their cooking class. We do cooking class twice a week. And we're having an open house, which is going to be on the 14th. It's for the neighborhood, for the parents and the youth to get out and talk about what we can do to serve you better. I could get some more flyers. So if anyone is available to come to the meetings, it would be greatly appreciated to have us out. It's gonna be next Thursday evening, and our Thanksgiving dinner is next Friday evening.
Okay. Now, is there any special relationship with School 19, which is right next door?
Yes, we have a wonderful relationship with School 19. We have a parenting class that's on Monday evenings with the school. And during the day, School 19 bring their students down because they got a grant from the Greater Rochester Health Foundation for additional recess. So they come down at 11 o'clock and we do some collaborative type active activities from 11 to 2. The kids have lunch first and then they come into the building. So we share the gym and any kind of activities they're having in the school, we kind of piggyback on them and they piggyback on the activities we have. So it's one of the greatest relationships that I've had with a school because number 12 is located as a school setting too. But we try to keep, because we know we service the same parents, we try to make it an overall collaborative.
Mm-hmm. So what grade levels get involved with this?
For the rec center, youth have to come right after school. They have to be 6 years old. We start at the age of 6. The 6 to 14-year-olds come from the time we open 2:30 until 6 o'clock. And then starting at 6, the older kids come, the ones who are 14 to 18. They come and they stay until 9, and we close at 9:30.
Mm-hmm. Now, a center this size, how many youth can you accommodate after school?
We usually service between, right after school, we service maybe 60 to 70 kids. And in the evening, we service, I want to say, maybe 60 kids, unless it's, well, on Tuesday evening, we have the AAU basketball team. They have about 35 kids. And so we service probably about 80 kids a day.
Now, they have how many students at School 19?
They go from preschool to 8th grade.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they have about 800 students.
800?
Mm-hmm.
Boy. It's, when did it go up to 8th grade? I think it was to 6th.
It used to go to 6.
Yeah.
Last year was the first year they went up to 8.
Ah, okay. Because my son went there many years ago, and it was just the 6th grade then.
But yeah, they're up to 8th grade, and I think that's as high as they're gonna go. Actually, this school season, number 12 school is gonna be closed. Next school season, and the following year is gonna be number 19 school. They'll be closed for a year for remodeling and renovation.
Okay.
And so that means the rec center will be closed too, because they'll do some upgrading and renovations on this particular site.
How many rec centers are there in the city right now?
There are 8 main rec centers, but then we have a lot of satellites, like number 35 is considered, the smaller sites are considered satellites, like 35 and all of the schools, 43, 41. So there are about 26 of those.
Okay. How many of them are located within, basically adjoining the school?
That will be Ryan Center, which is over at 33. Then we have number 12 school, which is over at South Avenue with 12 school. Number 19, which is here.
Mm-hmm. Nathaniel Rochester, doesn't that have an adjoining rec center there, or?
Well, they are working with Gant Center now. They used to have, Community Place used to be there, but right now, Gant Center is using it. Gant's opening date is going to be December 20th. That just came out today. That'll be their grand opening because they had a whole new makeover. But they've been using that particular site.
Okay. In terms of, like last week, we were discussing the Quad A program and, you know, the issues with expanding it. Right now, are the rec centers basically working as much as they can to address the same needs, or isn't it, you know, is it only like community centers like this one that are right next to a school that can function like that, or are some of the others also trying to give students who need a place to be after hours because parents aren't home, you know, to try to officially get them from the school to the rec center to be cared for?
Yes, a lot of our students come directly here, and we actually do a meal for them. Food Bank donate a full-course meal for us, and we serve dinner from 5 to 6. Because a lot of the students who come here aren't just students from 19. We have kids who take the bus to get here, and some parents drop them off after school. And that the same thing happens at the other recs, because over at number 12 school, a lot of the kids, that's their second stop, and the parents just pick them up after they get out of work.
Question, you said that you have an academic type tutor in on Mondays.
Yes.
Is that sort of universal across all the rec centers, or is that just a varied schedule and this just happens to be a Monday location?
All of the centers offer homework assistance, and at some of the sites who have had, well, we just got our new computers, so they have the accelerated reading programs over at Ryan Center and Avenue D. I think they're going to be offering them to a lot of the other centers. We were able to get the computers through the grant that came through the Thrive program. That it was a federal government program for 5 years, so I think they're going to extend that out. And then it has the accelerated program that kind of works around the core curriculum that the kids are going to be working on. So hopefully we'll be getting that real soon.
How many, like with School 19, are there more kids who would like to be part of the program here than you've got room for, or is it about, can you take as many as want to come?
I'm sure we could accommodate more, because the kind of relationship that I have with number 19 offers us the opportunity to use the school as another avenue. We have a real good working relationship. So when we have an overflow, we can always use the auditorium or the library or some of the facilities within the school.
And one of the things that Adam mentioned last time as a problem for being able to afford the Quad A program was the fact that it was the Rochester City Schools District was trying to do it with teachers as being the people taking care of the kids after hours, and that, you know, given the cost structure, that made it almost prohibitive to have as much of that type of programming as was available. I think that's what I recall is saying. The people you have working with the students here, what are their qualifications, pay grade, whatever? You know, can it be done more cost effectively in the community centers than doing it in the school itself?
Well, I didn't really hear the conversation with Adam, but most of my staff are college students, and a lot of them have degrees. I have 2 staff members who have master's
Mhm.
degrees, and one of them was a social worker she got cut last year from Rush Henrietta because of the budget cuts, but now she's gone back to school working on her master's, and she works for the Paul Health Clinic. And my other younger rec assistants who are part-timers who average like 15 hours a week, they're all college students at MCC. Homer, who's on the computer, was at Onondaga, but she transferred because it was more cost effective for her and her family. But the majority of them do have the energy and the tenacity to really work, and we're getting a lot of training through the city with youth development and stuff that's bringing them right online.
And as far as the number of the staff that you have to accommodate the students, are you at a comfortable level, or are you looking for more, or what's the, are you limited by budget?
Well, right now, we're kind of keeping our head above water, but we don't have any budget cuts anticipated at this time. But we were, and we also collaborative but right now, we're not doing a lot with their evening things. They're getting real nice, so I have that staff to me right now full-time. I usually send 2 staff, like two days a week, so.
So you were involved with Swan? What sort of?
We do a lot of collaboration.
A lot of collaboration?
We try to offer to as many kids, because they have some programs that we weren't offering, and we had some that weren't offered here.
Yeah, they had quite a computer facility there, as I recall. Is that being used to full capacity, or?
I'm not really sure at this particular time, but I know that they do have some programming that's going on. I have a meeting with Ms. Jackson on Tuesday, so we'll see where we are.
Okay.
Okay. Can I ask a question?
Sure.
I know that 2 or 3 years ago, some people from what was in existence then, the Swan Band, you familiar with it?
Yes.
Okay, so some people from there were just a few, they were trying to, and I think that they were here,
Yes.
to, teach the kids or have fun with the kids.
Yes.
Is that still going on, and how did it work out?
When we had it going, it was very, very productive, very nice. One of the drawbacks was because at that particular time, the consistency with the kid, there were other activities going on in the building, so
Okay.
it was kind of a distraction. So by the time I worked out the kinks so that we could use the school in
Yeah.
the afternoon, then the instructors had other obligations, but I just contacted them, and we're gonna try to get it going again, because Ms. Thomas has offered the music room to us in the school so that the kids would not really
I'm sorry, they can use the music room at
Yeah,
School
we
19?
would be able to, yes, we would be able to do some activities in the school. That's one of the things that I
that's
really
nice.
enjoy with the principal in the school, because she has the same kind of philosophy that I do, that they're our kids together, and whatever we can offer them together is more. And so she's willing to open the school to those kind of activities.
Oh, that's good.
So.
Let's see, any other questions that, Flo, any thoughts? How you doing?
No questions, just wanted to make one of these meetings, so I apologize for running late.
Yeah, we,
It's just, I'm coming from work, so I had to run home and shower and get here. But,
Hey.
just, I'm really concerned. My interest is the schools, you know, and the different programs that's offered, and, you know, what's happening with our kids. There's a lot of good people like Miss Annie, really cares for the kids. And so whatever supportive help we could give her, you know. I've taught classes over here, as a matter of fact, the effective black parenting class that we taught here. And now we're up at school number 19 because of the capacity of the number of parents that want to participate. So, but we do Miss Annie, who's very helpful with But, so we do utilize school number 19, and as Miss Annie shared with you, Eva Thomas is very supportive when it comes down to kids and family. So allowing us to utilize the building and when we need it, she's always there. So. That's what
so it goes, things move pretty seamlessly from the center here to the school or back, depending on where facilities are available.
Right. And you know, with the facility, with the kids participating here, we also try to engage the parents as well while they're here. Okay, so we're trying to give the kids more things, the parents, you know, to do things that is offered. And even looking at offering more to parents while kids are here. So, and maybe that could take place at schools or some of the other facilities that we have here, such as Swan Building and the other rec centers. So, we offer a lot to kids, but we have to also make sure that we do the same for the parents because kids got to go back home, you know, so we want to make sure that you strengthen the home as well. So.
What's the, right now, this facility was built before or after School 19?
Term.
Don't know.
Was that a Jeopardy question? 'Cause
At any rate, what was this? I assume this was good planning from somebody at some
I
point.
think the school was, you know what, I can ask one of my staff, Dwayne, because he probably knows, because he's been in the Bible. Be right back.
Okay.
Bruce, did you have a question?
I'm sorry.
Looked like you were trying to ask a question, I couldn't.
We haven't met?
Oh,
Yeah, maybe you should call me. Oh,
I'm
that's
sorry,
right.
like I said, I'm running late. My name is Florence Clemens, and I wear many hats within the Southwest. I currently run the youth hockey program for the city of Rochester out of Genesee Valley Park. We have kids aged 5 to 14 participating in the program. I also attend New Life Fellowship Church on the corner of Arnett and Wellington. I do some volunteer work with David Hawks, help organize a community uplifts, as well as other engagement type things that goes on in the Southwest. And I also teach the Effective Black Parenting class that this is a second go around with the class. Me and Dolores Jackson-Ratney teach that class. And so that's my mini hats. I probably got more, but that's where I am right now.
Are you able to get any sleep?
No. And I also, let me throw one more in there. I do work part-time for Food Link. I drive their curbside market truck. And the reason in doing so is it started off as a pilot program to get fresh fruits and vegetables into the neighborhood. And so I am helping them to do so.
Wow.
And I have a 15-year-old that plays hockey and lacrosse, and I'm a busy mommy, and my husband is very busy.
while we're at it, why don't we go around and introduce ourselves, because I overlooked the agenda that I bothered printing out.
Sean Harrigan. I have a daughter who attends the Rochester City Schools, and also working with the Communications Committee with regards to their ambitions for a wireless program.
Bill Nicktazer, I do stuff.
You volunteered at at
Good stuff
19
or
here,
bad
yeah.
stuff?
Well, I hope it's good. Among other things, for a year, I volunteered at School 19 in the music program, the instrumental music program, and I coached and individually taught some of the wind players.
And
And I would like to do that again if I have the energy. That was in 2010, 2011. Rob Faulkner, who at that time was the instrumental music person, he got thrown out because of budget and things like that, and he had 7/8 of his job back or something like that, I don't know. And then last year I couldn't do it because of health reasons. And so I told the person at school, I don't even remember, Mr. DeRosa, I think.
they're in 44, yeah.
Yeah, that I'd be willing to volunteer there, but I haven't heard anything. So
Yeah.
maybe if the new music person is
See,
there,
there's one of your volunteers, right?
you know, I could go
Mhm.
back, provided I have the
Okay.
energy and scheduling things also. But I found that it was very rewarding, and I don't know if they still have that string program there.
Oh, they do.
They do, and is Patty Armel still in charge? She had some health issues,
Yeah.
I know, last year, but
Yeah, they-
it's a wonderful program, and it got national attention.
They're actually
And-
doing a fundraiser to try to take the kids to Washington DC. And I think Ms. Thomas was down last night and we talked about doing an event here so that the parents and the people in the southwest area could see what a great resource that is. They
Oh, it
are, They are
is.
wonderful.
It
Yeah,
is,
they went to
and,
DC before and played.
What's that?
They went to DC before and played. And they're gonna be doing something that's coming out with the Eastman School of Music. I have to get those dates from Miss Thomas, so. Okay.
I'm Marion Boutte. I'm John's other half. I've been a longtime resident of the 19th Ward since 1972, I think. And well, I'm really concerned about the state of the schools and the effect that it's having on our kids. It's just a disaster. And I'd like to do whatever I can to advance the project along a little bit.
Robin Detman, I don't live in the 19th Ward, although I have had a lot of friends over the years that have lived here. And I live off of Atlantic Avenue on the east side. John asked me to join the committee, give some input from my experience with the schools. I'm on 2 boards. I'm on the Bail Bob board and the Celebration of Life Community Incorporated board, and I interact with Frederick Douglass Resource Center, and I end up involved with a lot of events and conferences and things like that. So I try to stay as connected as possible, and so I can be a resource to transmit information to different people. So anyway.
Right.
so-
And Annie, of course, who is the center manager here. What other hats do you have?
Well, I'm Annie Pride, as was just stated, the director here at Flint Street Rec Center. I'm also active with the Nazareth Committee that works with the Girls Coalition. I help to, I'm a part of the parents organization for number 19 school. And I'm just busy within the neighborhood trying to network and get some productive things going for our youth.
Okay. Liz?
I'm Liz Hallmark, and my children attended the Rochester City School District. My youngest graduated 2 years ago. I'm an educator, currently I work at RIT, and I run an educational project at Charlotte High School through RIT, and I just ran for school board. Very concerned about educational issues in our community, and really happy to be at this meeting, my first one. We've been talking about it for a while, so I'm glad I made it. Thanks.
Great. And
I'm Bruce Pollock.
Bruce Pollock.
I'm the Executive Director of Friends of Educational Excellence, an organization in Rochester that helps bring volunteers into schools, supports community school partnerships. Right now we support 9 elementary schools, but very soon we'll add 3 more elementary schools, all in the 19th ward. School 19 is not one of them, though. School 19 is not supported by my organization currently.
All right, work.
And to do that, though, that's something that we can add on as we get
Starts
volunteers and
with the
requests.
principal.
Right.
The principal makes the decision,
Well,
and so we had a chat with the principal. We go from there.
Okay.
Connection there, she might
Oh,
know
yeah.
about-
Yeah.
She knows the principal pretty well, I
Yes.
think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was, I'll have to look back at my notes. I think we got a request for volunteers here. But, see, one last arrival here?
We did her that well.
Last but not least.
Last but not least. We're just going around introducing ourselves. And,
Oh, okay. Maya Brody.
yes, we go to Silver Sneakers together, so
Oh,
Marion
wow.
and Maya and I
Excellent. Yes.
were there this morning, working up a good sweat.
Silver sneakers.
Right.
Okay.
There they are.
Yeah. Let's see those again for the camera. Oh, look at that, silver sneakers. Okay, what did you find out about when the school versus the center was built?
Well, the first public school in 19 was built in 1869, so we know that the school came before the center. This particular site was
Mhm.
built in 1970, so
I'm assuming that somebody had had the right intentions when they did that they said, gee, let's build it right here so that they can work closely with the school. How, is that something that can be emulated at other school sites from what you understand?
that's
Or
one of the things they're trying to do around the city, because with number 12 school and like the Ryan Center, to have the library, the school, and the centers right together, it makes for a real well-rounded area with everybody working together to try to help to support the kids with their
Mhm.
needs. So, yeah, it definitely does.
Good. That'd be something that we'll have to check with Lovely Warren now that she's there and she's interested in neighborhoods.
Right,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Hey, this,
Yeah.
see if we can get some money into some community centers. Okay, well, we've been talking a bit about community centers here before you came in, Maya. And we're gonna be taking a tour of the place, so you got here just at the right time for the tour. Were there any other questions that anybody had for Annie before we get started? No? Okay, let's, if you can show us around, we'll take a look.
Start at the front desk, which is our front entrance. We'll sit right here. We'll just talk a little bit about this room. This is our computer/tutoring, multi-purpose room. It seems like our site is pretty big, but we don't have that much space. A lot of it, when it was built into like storage space, because there's 3 big locker rooms. But at once I give you a tour of the facility we have, but we make the best use of what we have with the youth. So this is our computer room. So if you can follow me, please. Okay, this is actually our computer desk, where the registration desk, when the kids enter, they come over, and what we have is called the key. They come over and they register, and all the information is inputted when they come into the building, the application fee. Every parent fills out one of the applications, which includes all of the pertinent information, emergency information, and we update them like 2 times a year to make sure we have current information for our youth. And the parents can actually call, and we can go back into the computer to make sure the kids have checked in for the day. Okay, excuse me. Sure.
Speak up because.
Okay, this is our game room. We have different activities going on. We have a few of the younger kids here tonight with some of the family members.
Who won? You ain't right.
This is the Kids Cafe.
Yeah, this is the multi-purpose Kids Cafe kitchen. We actually do cooking class. We serve dinner here. We just got a new stove and refrigerator, which we're really happy about. We got the stove during the summer. We do our cooking and nutrition classes. And this is the room we use for our Friday program. The kids come in and they come in and do one of their agendas that they do every time they come. And they work on different activities, they go on different field trips. And actually they're planning a couple of community service projects, so they were using the yellow pages that's on the table that you can take a copy of if you would like. And that's just our laundry room. We got a new washing machine and dryer, so we just wash the kids' uniforms. They gotta be folded.
Families can come here and use.
Nobody's ever asked, but you know what, some of the kids did their coats yesterday, but we've never had a family come and ask, but if there's a need, if
What did you say was over somewhere that we could have?
Say again?
You said over there was something.
Oh, I was
you
just
had
saying that
copies.
this is the Thrive program. You know, there's the yellow pages, the adult yellow pages, which has information about different agencies.
Oh, that thing in the other room.
Yeah, that's what the kids use also.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Again, Miss Robin, their system.
We've got some new equipment that should be delivered any day now. So we're trying to offer fitness for the families. So we do have people who come in and use the room. It's free and open to the public. So we have some people who come at least 3 or 4 times a week to use the room.
What relationship, if any, do the rec centers have with the Y? Is there any interchange of?
Well, our youth go to the Y downtown. We go to the teen center and do some collaborative with that site. As far as fitness, we don't have a relationship, but we do have a line dance class that we do in conjunction with number 19 school. It's on Thursdays from 6 to 8:30.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How many kids do they get in here at various times, or is it primarily parents that use this?
Well, Brandon Williams, who's not here today, he does a fitness program with the boys, and it's about 3 girls that's a part of it, 3 times a week. So they're in here from like 5:30 till about 6:30 every day. But we have a group of parents who come every day. They were here from about 4:30 till about 6 o'clock today.
Okay.
About 7 people. And then there are other people who come sparingly. On the weekend, there's a lot more.
Mm-hmm. Good. Okay, and there's, you've got another room that,
Yes, the gym, we just have the gym after this. How are you doing? All right, see you guys next time. This is our gym,
oh, that's a,
and it's used by number 19 school. Until like
oh, so this is shared with 19?
with number 19 school.
Okay.
And then they have all of their, after school, they have volleyball, they have a soccer team, and then they do the basketball games here in the gym also.
Is this a team or is it bigger?
I didn't hear you. Like right now, they're just, this is kind of open ball for the that sports team.
Very nice setup, huh?
It is.
Thank you.
We need to have a place like this next to every school, I think.
Yeah.
You said it's gonna be renovated? It looks so beautiful now. I'm thinking, what are they gonna renovate? Are they gonna make it bigger?
They're gonna try to move the playground and add some more space because they realize that when they built the facility, it wasn't big enough. I'm sorry, sweetheart. It wasn't big enough to accommodate a lot of kids. So that's what they're looking at, maybe moving the playground equipment out farther towards the field because there's a lot of field space. We haven't really sat down and gone over the renovation specs.
Okay.
It's a beautiful facility. And it's obviously it's very popular.
I can really time in the summers are really, really When did they build Flint Street? In 1973.
Oh, okay, because I know, I used to live on Flint Street. And I used to, back in the 60s.
Now, 1970, there's actually a plant right here.
Ah.